Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, life keeps pushing you backward, as if the world is somehow against you? Have you ever caught yourself saying, "It's not my fault," or "I'll be happy when things finally change," and deep down, something feels off? What if the very thoughts you rely on are the ones quietly keeping you weak? If this hits you, comment 1. This is not weakness, this is awareness. And awareness is where power begins. The fact that you can recognize these patterns means you are already different from most people. Most people stay trapped in these loops for life, but you are here. And that changes everything. The Stoics understood this long before us. Epictetus taught that suffering does not come from events, but from our judgments about them. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that the obstacle is not in the way, it is the way. And Seneca warned that most men waste their lives not because they lack time, but because they misuse it. Today, you will discover the hidden phrases that silently destroy your strength, and more importantly, how to replace them with thoughts that make you unshakable. Stay until the end, because the final shift will completely change how you see yourself. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Imagine this. You face a problem, something goes wrong, and your first instinct is to say, "It's not my fault." Most people live here. They blame the economy, their boss, their past, their partner. They look outward because it feels easier. But you do something different. You pause. You ask yourself, what is still in my control? This is not self-blame. This is self-mastery. Epictetus made it simple. Some things are within your control, and some are not. Most people waste their lives trying to control what they cannot, but you focus only on what you can, your actions, your mindset, your response. Think about a storm at sea. Most people scream at the wind, but you adjust your sails. This is not weakness, this is power. And here's the truth most people never realize. The moment you stop blaming is the moment your life actually begins. Now consider this. Imagine someone disrespects you, cuts you off, insults you, and instantly, anger rises. Most people say, "He made me angry," but you see through the illusion. You understand something deeper. No one controls your mind, unless you allow them. Seneca called anger a temporary madness. Most people think anger is strength, but you see it for what it is, a loss of control. Think about this carefully. If someone insults you and you react immediately, they control you. But if you remain calm, they lose power. Most people react, but you respond. This is not suppression, this is discipline. And here's something that will change how you see every conflict. The event itself does not create your emotion, your interpretation does. Change the meaning, and you change the feeling. Let that sink in. Now imagine this pattern. I'll be happy when I get that job, when I make more money, when I finally succeed. Most people live their entire lives in this sentence, always chasing, never arriving. But you step out of that trap. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not because ambition is wrong, but because attachment is dangerous." Most people delay their happiness, but you reclaim it now. This is not settling, this is freedom. Think about a man who works endlessly to retire, only to realize he traded his entire life for a future that never truly comes. Most people wait to live, but you live while building. And here's the quiet truth. If you cannot be at peace today, success will not save you. If you feel this, comment 1. Now imagine something harder. Life hits you. You lose something. You fail. You suffer. And the question rises, why me? Most people resist reality. They fight what has already happened. But you do something rare. You accept, and then you transform. The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of fate. Not just accepting what happens, but using it. Think about a fighter. If every opponent is weak, he never grows. But if he faces resistance, he becomes stronger. Most people see obstacles as punishment, but you see them as training. This is not suffering, this is forging. And here's the shift that separates the strong from the weak. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" That question alone can change your life. Now listen closely, because this one is subtle. I already know that most people say this without thinking. They hear something and immediately dismiss it. But you stay open. Epictetus said it clearly. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Most people protect their ego, but you protect your growth. Think about a full cup. Nothing more can be added. Most people walk through life with a full mind, but you empty it again and again. This is not ignorance, this is wisdom. And here's the hidden advantage. When you admit you don't know, you become teachable. And teachable people become unstoppable. Now consider time. I don't have time. Most people say this daily. But look closer. They have time for distractions, time for scrolling, time for things that don't matter. But you see time differently. Seneca wrote that life is long if you know how to use it. Most people spend time, but you invest it. Imagine waking up with 400 seconds every day, and whatever you don't use disappears forever. That is your life. This is not pressure, this is clarity. You stop wasting time on things that drain you and start focusing on things that build you. And here's the truth that most people avoid. Being busy is not the same as moving forward. Finally, the deepest trap of all. What will people think? Most people live for approval. They adjust themselves, shrink themselves, hide themselves, just to fit in. But you step out of that invisible cage. Marcus Aurelius questioned why we value others' opinions more than our own. Most people perform, but you live authentically. Think about an actor who keeps looking at the audience. He forgets his role, but when he focuses on the performance, everything flows. This is not rebellion, this is alignment. And here's the final realization. The moment you stop needing approval, you become free. Stay with me, because this is where everything comes together. Blame, anger, waiting, resistance, ego, distraction, approval. These are not just habits, they are chains. Most people live inside them without even realizing it. But you've seen them now. And once you see, you cannot go back. This is not the end, this is the beginning. You are not weak, you are not lost. You are simply waking up, and the world changes when you do. If this opened your eyes, like this video. If you're ready to take control, subscribe now. And tell me this, which one will you stop today? Because the next step is even deeper.